Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to show a video about top Modern Warfare RTS game. Modern Warfare timeline is the beginning of the end of Cold War 1990 to present. It is usually consisting insurgency combat, clash of nowadays superpowers like United States, China, and Russia with modern weapon, combat vehicle, and technology. Without further ado, so let's begin our top 10 Modern Warfare RTS games that interesting me. Act of Aggression is a real-time strategy game that set in near future world where three factions are vying to control of the world resource. The game's mechanics are a blend of traditional real-time strategy gameplay and modern military tactics. The game's three factions, the United States Army, the Chimera Corporation, and the Cartel, each have their unique buildings and units, which add an extra layer of strategy to the game. Players can use a wide range of modern military tactics such as airstrikes, artillery bombardments, and sabotage missions to gain the upper hand. The game's destructible environments allow players to carve out their own path through the battlefield and strategically position their troops to gain an advantage. The game's graphics are impressive, with highly detailed units and environments that brings the game's near-future world to life. The game's sound effects and music are also top-notch, adding to the overall immersive experience. However, there are some downsides to Act of Aggression, like the campaign mode is relatively short and the game's multiplayer mode can be frustrating for new players. Overall, Act of Aggression is a solid real-time strategy game that offers a unique blend of traditional real-time strategy gameplay and modern military tactics. Just try for yourself. Conflict Craft is a strategy title set in alternate reality where you gain control of the battles against ISIS insurgency. Your goals are to control all points on the map and destroy enemy base while keeping a close eye on your resource management and defense of friendly units. Defend and attack at the same time. You will need to capture as many bases as you can. There are different types ranging from anti-air guns, turrets, and radio tower to nuclear silo. Your offensive capabilities consist of tanks, attack helicopters, and dropship, deeply rewarding strategic warfare. The graphic is beautiful cartoon style with nice soundtrack. It's gonna hold you for hours. The game isn't fully polished and has some bugs. Although they are not game-breaking, powers such as the bombarding plane or the nuke can be shown as available when starting a level, but they are unusable. This game is very addictive and the game has very low price, so it is very worth. If you like a simple strategy game, you will definitely like it. Command Modern Operation is a highly detailed and realistic military simulation game developed and published by Warfare Sims in 2019. The gameplay of Command Modern Operation revolves around strategic decision-making and tactical planning. Players must manage their resources, analyze intelligence, and make decisions in real time to achieve their objective. The game includes a vast array of modern military hardware, including aircraft, ships, submarines, and ground vehicles, which can be customized and outfitted with various weapons and equipment. The game's map and scenario are based on real-world data, and the game includes accurate depiction of modern military systems and tactics. The game's interface can be complex, and it may take some time for new players to learn how to manage all the different elements effectively. However, the game's tutorial and manual are comprehensive, and the game's community is active and helpful in assisting new players. Overall, Command Modern Operation is highly detailed and realistic military situation game that offers a unique and engaging experience for fans of the strategy genre. Invasion Machine is a real-time strategy game that puts players in control of a military force that must conquer and defend various territories. The gameplay of Invasion Machine is straightforward and easy to learn, with players controlling their force from a top-down perspective. Players must manage their resources, construct buildings, train units, and deploy them on the battlefield to defeat enemy force and capture territory. The game offers a variety of different units, each with its unique strengths and weaknesses, allowing players to tailor their strategy to their playstyle. One of the standout features of Invasion Machine is its dynamic and ever-changing world. The game features a procedurally generated world with its new game offering a unique experience. The game's weather system also plays a significant role in gameplay, with rain and fog limiting visibility and affecting the enemy or unit movement and combat. The game's graphics are impressive with detailed unit models and environments, and the game's sound design is also noteworthy, with realistic sound effects and also a compelling soundtrack. Overall, Invasion Machine is a solid real-time strategy game that offers an engaging and dynamic experience for fans of the genre, and make it a worthwhile investment for strategy gamers. Combat Mission Shock Force 2 is a strategy game developed by Battlefront that set in fictional conflict in the Middle East, where players must command their force to complete various objectives. The gameplay of Combat Mission Shock Force 2 is tactical and realistic, requiring players to carefully plan their moves and consider factors such as terrain, weather, and unit morale. Players control individual units, including infantry, tanks, and artillery, and must manage their resources and coordinate their force to overcome the enemy. One of the standout features of the Combat Mission Shock Force 2 is its attention to detail. The game features realistic military equipment and tactics, and the game's maps are based on the real-world location. The game also offers a range of customization options, allowing players to modify their units and tactics to fit their playstyle. The game's graphics and sound design are impressive, with detailed unit models and realistic sound effects. The game's interface is intuitive and easy to navigate, although some players may find the game's depth and complexity overwhelming. Overall, Combat Mission Shock Force 2 is a challenging and engaging military strategy game that offers a realistic and immersive experience for fans of the genre. Age of War Direct Action is a real-time strategy game that's set in the near future, where players take on the role of a US Army officer tasked with combating a terrorist organization. The gameplay of Age of War Direct Action is fast-paced and action-packed, with players controlling a variety of units, including infantry, tanks, helicopters, and aircraft. The game's mission requires players to complete various objectives, such as capturing enemy buildings or escorting VIPs, and players must manage their resources and coordinate their force to achieve their goals. One of the standout features of Age of War Direct Action is its impressive graphics and sound design. The game features detailed unit models and environments, and the game's cutscenes are cinematic and immersive. The game's sound effects and voice acting are also noteworthy, adding to the game's immersive experience. However, the game's AI can be lacking at times, and some players may find the game's difficulty level to be too high. The game's campaign also lacks variety, with missions feeling repetitive after extended periods of play. Overall, Age of War Direct Action is a solid real-time strategy game that offers an immersive and action-packed experience for fans of the genre. Hell of Men Blood Brothers is a real-time strategy game that tells the story of the fateful historical moment when Russia breaks off diplomatic relations and annexes Ukraine under the close eyes of the United Nations. As Europe is about to explode, Belarus, Russia's next target, organized itself to fight for its sovereignty. In Hell of Men Blood Brothers, you will have to collect resources to expand your base and form your platoon. Your base will offer you a large choice of buildings and units. Each unit has its strengths and weakness. Scattered around the world, you will find strategic points that you will have to capture to make vehicles spawn. You must then assign soldiers to use them. There are 5 factions, each with special units and bonus to play with. The graphic is good and colorful, while the sound is good also, makes the games better. This game is very interesting and challenging. If you like simple RTS game, you can go for it. Call to Arms is a real-time strategy game that focuses on tactical combat, with players controlling a small group of soldiers and vehicles to complete various objectives. Call to Arms offers an innovative mix of real-time strategy and third as well as first-person controls. Set in the time of modern warfare, the game offers realistic model of vehicle and heavy weapon, as well as dozens of firearms and others. One of the standout features of the Call to Arms is its extensive unit customization option. Player can choose from a range of unit and vehicle, each with their own strengths and weakness. Additionally, players can customize the weapon and equipment of each unit, allowing for a high degree of personalization and strategy. Not only can you defeat your enemies as a commander, but also by taking over any of your individual soldiers, tanks, even helicopters. The game's graphic and sound design are also impressive, with detailed unit models and atmospheric sound effects. The game's interface is intuitive and easy to navigate, making it accessible for players new to the real-time strategy genre. Overall, Call to Arms is a solid real-time strategy game that offers engaging gameplay and extensive customization options. You should try this game. Syrian Warfare is a real-time strategy game with a high degree of realism. This game is not about base construction or units production. The player will have to determine their force characteristics before they go into action, and during the mission, they will be able to select reinforcement in order to support the troopers. The game setting is based on the ongoing Syrian conflict, and the gameplay focuses on tactical combat in a variety of scenarios. Players control a group of soldiers and vehicles, with the goal of completing various objectives while fighting enemy forces. One of the standout features of Syrian Warfare is its emphasis on realism. The game features detailed unit models and realistic combat mechanics, including line of sight and terrain effects on movement and accuracy. The game's sound design and music are also impressive, with authentic voice acting and atmospheric music. Despite its realism, some players may find the game's lack of variety and repetitive mission to be a drawback. Additionally, the game setting and themes may be controversial for some players given the ongoing conflict in Syria. Overall, Syrian Warfare is a solid real-time strategy game that offers a unique setting and emphasis on realism. You just can't ignore to play it. Broken Arrow is a real-time strategy game that's set in the modern era of warfare. It has a unique army building system, and deep units customization tools allow for endless replayability. Broken Arrow is at its core a large-scale tactics game like the War Game or Television series or recent RTS Warno. It is more focused on tactical combat only, with limited micromanagement like building, resource, and others as you will find on another RTS game. Visually and technically, Broken Arrow is a mix from Television and Wargame series, so it has a large and wide battlefield map. The graphic is good enough. It is like Television and Wargame series, yet with highly detailed model of modern military units. The sound design is good, but there is a room for improvement, mainly for explosion and ambient sound. Although the game has not released, but as in demo, we can see that Broken Arrow is a promising RTS game. Must be on your list when it is full release. That's all for our talk Modern Warfare RTS games video. We hope you enjoy watching and have found some new games to add to your list. If we miss any of your favorite games, let us know in the comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. See ya!